FNL Vintage. Retro runway footage. Resurfaced interviews. And style archives. Revisit iconic collections. And celebrities. Of fashion seasons past.
Give our viewers some fashion tips from you. You know, you're a supermodel, everyone knows that. All the other women out there that are watching you, they watch you on the runways, they watch you in print campaigns and editorials. Give one-on-one to our viewers right there some fashion advice. Anything you want to say.
Wow, it's so many that you could think of, but then as soon as you ask me that question, I
forget all
get
of
really
it?
stuck. In terms of what? It could be anything.
Yeah, anything you want, makeup or clothes or anything you
Just,
want.
in terms of fashion, you shouldn't take it way too serious where you're like freaking out about it, because it's all about really having a good time, something that makes you feel better to go in the world and be good to others as well, not just to yourself. So, if it's makeup, not too much makeup, but find that makeup that works for you. If it's mascara, if it's blush, if it's a little bit of tint, of like a lip color, whatever that really makes you feel, it doesn't have to be beautiful, but just makes you feel really refreshed as well, because it's about making what feels inside feels outside. Just living a balanced life. Don't overdo everything. You don't need to always look the same. So changing things around sometimes can make you look at things in a different perspective, whether it's changing your schedule around instead of just doing the same thing every day. You may find something else that kind of enlightens you. So just getting some sleep. You want to play hard? Sleep hard.
Right. You work
If not,
hard,
you
party
are
hard.
going to
right?
burn yourself out, So definitely spending time, whether it's with your boyfriend, your partner, or your cat, or
your
your
dog.
all those elements, really all collectively come and make you a better human being.
Wow. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Perfect. I am perfect.
So, all our viewers out there, they want to get advice from you. Betsy Johnson, one of the most famous designers. What is like a fashion tip? that
A
you can
what?
A fashion tip.
Fashion statement.
A tip.
Oh, jeez. Have a good time. Do your own thing. I don't know.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, but I love that the tens. We got to keep fashion kicking, Otherwise, people will give up on it, and it'll be terrible. We'll turn into uniformed idiots. Not like the army. We love the army, but don't clone us out. Keep fashion alive. Keep on experimenting, playing. Try. Did you see my sophisticated hairdos?
I did. Why don't you turn around so we can check
No,
out
no,
your hair?
not my hairdo. But I tell you, the secret, the thing that made my show look fabulous this season was my hair and my makeup. The clothes were gorgeous, but it was the hair and the makeup.
Well, every season your
Go
show.
to a new hairdresser. Go get a makeup job. That is the secret. Thank you.
So, Cynthia, what's your take, on Fashion Week? You've seen the shows. What different designers have you seen?
I've only seen Bill Blass, and it was wonderful. Yeah.
What type of tips could you give to our viewers? I mean, you look amazing yourself,
Thank you.
So,
Take a look through the magazines, look at what you like, but look at what you think would be good for you too. Don't, the big names often have it, but find something that you think reflects your style or something that you wish your style was.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Frederick, can you tell me the fashion forecast for the hair this season?
For us, it's all about the effortless look. It's a great texture. It can be some hair up, it can be some hair down, but it's all about having great shine, great healthy hair. Maybe some hair with a part on the side and the bangs swept to the side, never too heavy, and just give a little bit of great texture and body and style. So when it's up, it's decontracted with just a few pieces coming out. But if it's down, it has to have a look which is a little bit wavy at the end, smooth hair and just a wave at the end. It's a 1940s inspiration.
Any specific colors that we're going to start seeing for people dyeing their hair to match?
I know we're going to see a lot of great colors. I mean, mostly a lot of blondish red, the Venetian red, we call them strawberry blonde. And those are a range of highlight that becomes from champagne with color to strawberry blonde to a little bit of copper into it. It's very, very beautiful. It's very, very, very much glamorous, very much Hollywood.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Janice, I catch you backstage at the Bill Blass show. What's
Yes, Fashion News Live. I'm here.
What is your take on this fashion week?
My take is I'd like to take it all. I've done several shows already. I especially love the Bill Blass show of today. I think his patterns and his silhouettes, Michael Volbrock's, are reminiscent of the simplicity patterns that I used to sew, you know, from the top up. Very Jackie Onassis, if you want, Jackie Kennedy. And, you know, the country looks of, especially the boots of Louboutin, just really knocked me out. The bags and the furs.
And what have you been up to? I heard there's some rumors of a book and an agency thing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Believe everything. I'm building an oxygen.
I believe everything, even the earring and bed.
Believe,
you know, I do know Oliver, the owner. You know, I do know Oliver.
Fashion News Live has been there, done that. But you weren't in bed with me last night. I accidentally lost.
Maybe one night, but sorry. Okay,
a Judith Ripka earring in bed at bed. This nightclub bed for the Max Azria show, and Max was chasing me all over bed, and who knows where the earring went.
And then what about this agency thing we're hearing about?
I'm building a modeling agency called the Janice Dickinson Agency, where we're incorporating men and women into the agency, and it's going to be a hoot and a holler. It's a docudrama, not reality.
Okay. And a book? Did I hear something about a book?
Dating book called Dating, Mating, Extricating, Check Please. Knowing when to pull the plug on a date. My search for contentment. I still haven't found it yet. What are you doing tonight?
I think I'm free. You want to do something?
Holler! I'm Janice Dickinson for Fashion News Live, and this has been a great show. The Bill Blass Show with Michael Volbrock, and he's hot.
Well, she's a first supermodel, so she's beautiful. All right, Jay. You know, we're backstage right here in New York Fashion Week. Give us some tips. All these people out there that are watching, like, damn, that's Jay. What type of tips can you know about clothes, about makeup, about style, about fashion? Just anything really quick.
Style, if you feel comfortable with it, is really good. Feel comfortable with your style, important. When you're wearing high heel shoes, and you're wearing really high ones, practice before you leave the house.
Okay. How about some walking tips? Because you're a famous runway instructor,
Well,
right?
standing up straight for starters. I mean, if you want to be taller, just stand up straight. Don't walk hunched. That's really bad. Or sloped shoulders. No neck monsters, I hate. Don't like that.
And we actually saw that earlier. Some girls all stiff walking down the runway. I said, damn, you got to talk to Jay and get your walk on.
But what they need to do, I can't say on TV.
Right.
So
that's censored for television.
Tip number 3. And beauty tip. I mean, if you wear makeup, just don't wear a bunch. I mean, blend it. Don't match your eyeshadow with your clothes. That's a tip from Jay Manuel from Top Model, actually.
Okay.
I believe in sometimes matching a bit every now and then.
I'm wearing makeup. Am I have too much? If it is, it's not my fault. I didn't put it on.
Well, the tip for you today is to do your own makeup.
See it? I got to do my own makeup from now on.
And if you're going to be on TV, let's say you want to look really natural, I say put it on 1 hour before, so that way your skin sort of like lets the natural oils show through.
Hey, Jay, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. I'm back here now to meet Miss Kimberly Simmons and her kids to get to know them.
Okay, so, Philip, what do you think about the show so far?
John Barbados was the first show I actually got to, so I was excited to get here tonight, and I'm a big fan. And the reason you know I'm a big John Barbados fan is because I not only order the jacket in 1 color, I get it in 3 colors. So that's a dedicated consumer.
And is there a different color for a different day? Like if someone sees you on the streets and know, oh my God, Philip Blanc is wearing this color on this day. And it's
I don't get that specific. It depends on what mood I'm in that day. Or listen, I change 2 and 3 times a day, so it could just depend on the time of day. It doesn't have to be for the day. But no, I think the thing about John is he makes such standard clothes, but with a great difference. Everything has something a little different about it that makes it exceptional. So I like to buy them in a couple of colors because I know I can wear it any day or any place. I can dress it up or dress it down. And I think for menswear, that's what the consumer is looking for. You're always looking for something that you can dress it up, dress it down. You can go to the Oscars or you can go to dinner at, you know, just some little bistro on the corner and feel comfortable.
Okay, so Philip, to all our viewers out there, what type of fashion tips would you give them?
Wow.
Okay, let me make that question a little bit smaller. Okay, what's the tip for this season?
There's a lot of black coming in for spring and summer. Definitely a lot of black out there, whether it's the primary color or whether you're using it as an accent. And actually, I just found a great fashion tip. This is a good fashion tip.
Hey, tell me.
I've been using Bounce, you know those little fabric softener things that go in the dryer? But if you take them, they get rid of all the static on your clothes.
So if you take it, you can rub it on your
You
jacket?
rub it on your clothes, or if you have static in your hair, you can rub it on your hair. Exactly. They know over there. They agree with me. Excuse me. Did you not notice there's people right behind you? Hey, I didn't know that. I'm conscious of my. So that's my little fashion secret, and especially like if you throw it in the dryer, like you don't get all that white stuff on your black stuff, because there was nothing worse than going to a club and you've got black on, especially with black being very in. You go to come and get like white stuff on you and you don't notice it, so you're in that particular light, and then you're like, ooh, and you're really embarrassed. But so that's my fashion tip for the season.
Thank you very much, and have a good day.
And actually keeps your colors brighter.
What, when you wash it with it?
No, when you put it in the dryer, apparently it makes the colors brighter. Because I actually called them afterwards when I found out all the little uses, and I said, and they told me a couple others. So I
send you a couple boxes.
Yeah, I need my
Contact
boxes.
his office and send him boxes.
Exactly. Anyway, thank you.
I'm backstage at Joanna Mastroianni's show, and a friend of mine, Renee Garza, is a stylist. Let's see if he'll give us a sneak peek of what we're about to see on the runway. Renee! What's up, man? How are you?
Good.
Good.
Nice to see you.
So you're styling the show again this season?
Yes, as always. This is my third show with her.
Would you give our viewers a sneak peek of what we're about to see on the runway out there?
Sure, I will. One of the greatest pieces that we're really excited about is, well, the whole theme is kind of deco and a luxurious, like a trip. She starts off like in Russia, then heads to the Middle East, ends up in China and the Orient. So this is gonna be our first outfit, which is amazing. Look at this. It's a little capelet. It's all hand beaded. So, and that has these great patent leather belts with it. Boots, we're showing so many boots. Stiletto boots with all the outfits, with little cocktail dresses. Even some of the gowns are going to be wearing boots.
Now, she said that she's bringing black back, that we're going to see a black in a lot of the different collections and in a lot of different...
A lot of people have been afraid of using black, but I think it's a staple and everybody needs it, and just women look so elegant and just refined with it. So.
And they look skinnier too, right? It's better than white?
Yes, it's a lot better than white, yes. But it's just, you're still going to get noticed in these clothes. It's not, don't think because it's black you're going to be demure, because these clothes are over the top.
Now, when you're styling these beautiful, gorgeous models for Joanna in the collection, what inspires you as a stylist? I mean, you're really well known here in New York. You worked your way up. Where do you pull your inspiration from?
Well, it's really with the girls, and with Joanna herself as well. We've become friends with these girls. We have our favorites. We use them year after year. And Joanna designs for the girls as well, like with them in mind. And we know what the girls look good in and what they like. And so it's a lot of fun working with both Joanna. We work closely a lot. So.
Hey, Renee, thank you very much.
All week, a burning question for me.
Right, because, okay, I try to make the show really interactive, and the viewers, they email me or they call me or whatever. Most of the time they email because I don't want to answer my phone.
Okay.
I don't give my number anyways. They all want to know glasses. You always have glasses
I
in your
do.
head. What is that? Is that like a statement or?
No.
What's up with the glasses? I like them. I think you're...
Yeah, I can explain that. When I first started in television, I used to do MOS segments, men on the street segments, where you go out and it's, always sunny and you always have the sun in your eyes. So you can't be on television and actually interview people with glasses on because it's alienating. And you don't look trustworthy to the viewer. So I would have to take them off. One time I began an interview. It was a really sunny day. We were on the streets of New York and I was interviewing somebody much like this.
Right.
And my producer was behind the camera and is pointing to herself, jumping up and down. And so I put them up on my head. And then we went back to the studio and we were cutting the piece, editing it. And I said to her, rewind the tape for a second. And she said, oh, there's nothing usable there. And I said, well, rewind it for a second. So I'm watching, and as I saw the glasses go up, I thought, I don't look as bald because I'm all skin, I'm all flesh. So to me, it's like a stopping point. It's a break. Where other people have hair, I have glasses.
And it's kind of become your mark. It's
It
like
has
your trademark.
definitely become my mark, and I do it, it is a byproduct of my insecurity about being bald, and so...
No, but it suits you well.
It suits me well, but people do have issue with it. They take issue with it, and they don't know that it's a byproduct of my insecurity. They think that it's an affectation, but it really is just because I'm all skin, and, there's always these harsh lights on you, And it just is, it's better to have something to sort of absorb the light and to sort of create a line around my face.
Absolutely.
Right. So now you have the real answer.
Right.
So you can disseminate that information worldwide so that I don't get the emails anymore. 'Cause
Exactly. Jill, so what inspired you this season?
I was inspired by the street fashion in London, in New London, like the young London, like the London of the 70s. It kind of decadent, kind of a permissive madness, kind of just kind of cool girl, like kind of like a rocker, pretty sexy, feminine rocker girl.
What different bold colors are we going to see based on that?
Black.
So black is back.
Yeah, I mean, if it's rocker, it's black. A lot of black, a lot of lame, like silver pewter lames, some blues, charcoal grays, a lot of cream, black and white.
So it's very minimal. It's a color, very simple, bold. It's making a statement. Is that?
It's minimal, but the clothes aren't minimal. They're modern though. They're cleaner. You know, they're not as like flowery and embellished as last season.
And now, is there anything that really specifically influenced? I overheard another interview, and you said something about a mouse.
Oh.
I don't know if you.
No, they were asking why I did a mouse print. I just love mice. That's why.
Do you have any pet ones?
No, I don't. But my assistant does. That's how it all started. Yeah, they have a mouse. They named it Templeton.
Is that the name of the print? No.
No, actually, it should be.
Yeah, see, you guys could change the name of the print to Templeton now because Joe's.
Good idea.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And what inspired you this collection?
The collection was all about contrast this year, contrast in personality of today's modern woman. One of the contrasts was that how strong and the woman has to be and edgy. In the meantime, she'd like to have her softer, playful, feminine side to her. And we enhanced that with a lot of architectural shapes and heavy industrial zippers, and on one hand, and on the other hand with a lot of softer organzas and silk satin textures. And the collection tends to be more oriented toward her edgier side in my daytime collection, and then it gets more flirtatious and playful toward the evening. Another contrast was the contrast of winter, when there's a lot of darkness in the winter, but in the meantime we have that winter white. And we brought in a lot of colors and a lot of winter white colors to brighten that darkness. So it was mostly about a lot of contrast and women and about the season itself. And so basically we did get it through mixing different textures and different shapes and different fabrics, softer and edgier. Just try to show that side of a woman. So women should be always, you know, soft and feminine. She's always still feminine and playful, but she always keeps that edge that the woman needs today.
Thank you very much for your time. Kiko, what inspired your beautiful collection this season?
I was inspired by Jacques Henry Radix, photographer of 1920s, Parisian high society.
Okay, well, thank you very much. The collection was very beautiful. Thank you. This season, you know, a lot of blacks, a lot of bold colors. What inspired you this season?
Well, the collection, I think, really began with the selection of fabrications, and I was feeling that the menswear fabrics that I was seeing from a lot of the mills looked incredibly fresh and new, especially with some of the softened treatments and things that were done to the fabric. So that began the road there, and of course, to keep it young, it became very boyish, and sometimes it became like a military schoolboy, and we brought in some military looks as well. And the skirt was replaced with a short of all different shapes and sizes, and the pant was incredibly important also. But I loved softening the muted grays with lots of very pretty colors. In sweaters, the sweaters were chunky and a little more tactile and kitty cat soft and yarns and made feminine with bits and pieces of lace injected. So it was a softened sort of a menswear with a sex change.
It was very beautiful. Did you pull from any errors? I mean, it looked like, you know, maybe you had some influences there.
You know, I definitely was very drawn to some of the Victorian mixes for some of the soft chiffon pieces, the dresses, as well as the blouses. But I wanted to soften menswear and give it some feminine treatments. So the flannels, you know, were laser cut and soft pleating was added, and also there became volume in a little bit of the skirts. The skirts took on a new shape and direction.
Well, it was a very, very, very beautiful collection. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Michael, what inspired you this season to design this collection?
Same things inspired me for the last 6 collections as Bill Blass. I have to remember that it's not my name on this label, it's Bill Blass's name. And Bill Blass is a very important American institution. We're a $700 million business. Socks and underwear and blue jeans. And this is the jewel in the crown, and I have to remember it's his name, and I have to honor that. And to go with his philosophy is just to make a woman very beautiful and make her very secure. And he was never creative, innovative. Oh, he's creative, but not an innovative designer. He knew his customer, and it's something that I have to honor. I've traveled 15 cities this season to go out and meet her and to see what she really wants. And she just wants beautiful clothes that last.
What different colors and fabrics are we going to see on the runway later today?
A lot of red mixed with black, mixed with maroon. We have brought in black a lot now. Black is always our friend.
Right.
There are a lot of greens mixed with maroons, and the texture is important because of fall, so we can do brocades. We have the best fabrics in the world, and we go to Paris, and we have Lesage, and we have Boucole, who do open their archives to us. So really the most important thing about Bill Blass was the fabric. I have bosses who say never ask the price because our customers never ask the price.
I think that's a really good analogy to conduct business by. So the Bill Blass woman, if you could sum it up like in a sentence, the customer, the woman.
Bill Blass' customer is a woman who wants to be noticed when she walks into a room and then disappear into her intellect. And that's a smart woman.
Michael, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing your collection. Tracy, what inspired you this season to collect the shades, the colors, and the fabrics? Tell us all about the Tracy Reese collection this season.
We were mostly inspired by architecture, decorative arts, interiors from the 1940s, a little bit afterwards, but we researched Corbusier and Frank Lloyd Wright and Charles Murray Ames and just a lot of artists that were active in the period.
And then the woman that would define your design is what?
That would define? Oh, so many women. There's not one woman that defines our designs.
All right, well, your collection is very beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What inspired you this collection with the beautiful colors and the cuts and fabrics?
It was certainly the Rothko palette of the painter and how modern it was. With the way women looked in The Talented Mr. Ripley, that they were very sort of put together, but they were also still very seductive.